Israel is at war. This is the most serious crisis in Israel's history. More Jewish people have died in 24 hours than have died in the entire Yom Kippur War. I met with an Israeli man and his sister who was on the phone with his mother, a nurse, 62 years old, when the terrorists attacked the kibbutz. He could hear everything. He could hear her and hear them screaming. They killed over 100 people, little children, somewhere more than 20 children, burning people alive, absolutely unspeakable horror. And somewhere between 150 and 200 hostages. We're talking about over 1,200 Israelis dead. We're talking about over 3,700 Israelis wounded, many of them critical wounded. The gravest massacre of Jewish people since the Holocaust. I can tell you this, early today when I drove to Sidrot to meet with the mayor as he's asking for our help because no one's coming out of their houses in that town because of the terror. I know about the terror because the day before I was there, we had 80 missiles in about 15 minutes come down on our heads, and you could smell the smoke from the missiles. We had to dive 4 times in the ditches. And today when we were there, in spite of the fact we were by a police station that was blown up and the terrorists were killed, in spite of the fact there were a lot of police officers there, in spite of the fact the mayor was there, and even the president of Israel had just come, in spite of that fact, there were 3 terrorists close to us. We could hear the bullets. And they rushed us into a closed room because they had to fight and kill those terrorists. This is Israel right now. I want to talk to you about that kibbutz I just mentioned. That kibbutz in which all those people were murdered, brutally slain and massacred, it's going to become even more grave for the state of Israel. As I told you, there's over 1,200 dead, over 3,700 wounded, and somewhere between 150 and 200 hostages. The government of Israel has just formed a war cabinet. In other words, there's a unity government in Israel right now where they've all come together, which means basically all legislation stops.
You understand? It's crazy. It's crazy. He's a baby. He need milk. He need to live. And the mommy have story. One mommy pregnant. He take the knife and cut the stomach with the baby. You understand?
My God.
He take the baby like this. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not life. Why? The baby is not born.
And the only reason for the government of Israel is to fight a war. A war that's not going to be fought in a week or fought in a month. This is a battle, an existential battle against a power that wants to wipe Israel off the map. So I want to encourage everyone to do something now. Don't be silent. These people are going through unspeakable hell. Can you imagine it? The hostages, Holocaust survivors, little children, teenagers, hauled into Gaza by demon-possessed madmen. You can't imagine the unspeakable horror. When I tried to comfort that young man and his sister, I wept because it broke my heart, because I could see the pain in their eyes. God can see the pain in their eyes right now. Israel is at war right now. There's a crisis that's grave, and you can be part of the solution if you'll respond right now. Pray, but also give, and stand with the nation of Israel. I will bless them that bless thee, and curse them that curse thee. God bless you from Jerusalem.